Welcome back to the Grow Your Nutrition Business podcast. At Healthy Steps Nutrition, we believe something as fundamental as nutrition shouldn't be complicated, which is why we focus on a simple, habit-based approach. We help gym owners and independent nutrition coaches build successful nutrition programs without reinventing the wheel. I'm your host, Nicole Aucoin, registered dietitian and founder, Healthy Steps Nutrition, CrossFit HSN, and HSN Mentoring. Also the author of the Basics of Nutrition Coaching CrossFit Preferred Nutrition course. I'm going to teach you how to take one step at a time to build a successful nutrition program where you finally feel confident talking about nutrition to your members and your community. Today, we are talking to one of our rock star independent nutrition coaches who has been using the HSN mentoring platform to power her business. Today's guest is Hallie Sparks with Sparks Transform Nutrition. In this episode, we discuss her journey to becoming a nutrition coach, how she went from 0 clients to now being on a waitlist and bringing on 3 additional coaches to support her program's growth, and how she makes her clients feel so special and a part of the community that she is building. She said, HSN has made it easy for me to open a nutrition coaching business. And in this episode, we will talk about exactly how she did it. Are you looking to turn an informal conversation about nutrition into a comprehensive nutrition program? Listen to Hallie's episode so that she can tell you exactly how she did it. We will get to this episode right after this message. HSN Mentoring is a turnkey solution to help you save time and not reinvent the wheel when it comes to building a nutrition program from scratch. Here's how it works. First, you book a free discovery call. We want to learn about you, make sure that our nutrition philosophies align, and ensure this is a good fit for you. From there, you are invited to join the HSN Mentoring program, sign up for the training course. The training includes online modules, homework, and mentoring calls. It takes about 30 hours to go through the training. Most gym owners and independent coaches are done within 5 to 6 weeks. From there, you launch your program. We provide you all the systems, the app to manage your clients, all the marketing materials, client resources, and most importantly, ongoing support to help you grow your program. Hallie said that one of the most valuable parts of HSN mentoring is the mentoring calls, where she can talk one-on-one to an expert mentor who's been there and done that, who's helped hundreds of nutrition coaches and gym owners build nutrition programs. So if you are thinking, nutrition's the missing piece of the puzzle, I'm ready to turn that informal conversation into a comprehensive program, we would love to help you. All right, it is time to get to this episode with Hallie Sparks from Sparks Transform Nutrition. Enjoy her story. Hallie Sparks, welcome to the Grow Your Nutrition Business podcast.
Hello.
You have such a big smile on your face. We're so excited to talk to you. You have a unique story because most of the people that come through HSN mentoring are associated with a gym or a wellness facility, but you are all on your own. You're an independent coach that is killing it with nutrition, and we have to share your story.
Yes, it's been absolutely amazing. And I told Nicole, she has to give me a chance to brag on HSN, not just because it's like my job or anything, but it has just been so amazing to be able to live out something that I am so passionate for. And I know that we're going to be able to talk about this a little later on, but it's been a dream come true to actually live out my dream. You know, I am so passionate about nutrition, and Healthy Step Nutrition has literally been able to be a like-minded program that I can just speak into action. So, I am so blessed to be here. I can't believe I'm here because this is just like my role models. But I can't wait to show you just like a little bit about Sparks Transform and how individual coaches can actually do this thing.
Well, let's dive into it. So tell me a little bit about your background and why did you want to become a nutrition coach? Because I think it all comes down to the why.
It so does. And we all know that. I was a collegiate athlete for 4 years. I ran distance, cross country, and track. And I was 120 pounds on my 5'10" body, if any of y'all can imagine that. So my why is it's different. My start to nutrition is basically my testimony and my survival story for my clients on why I'm able to be so personal with them, why I can relate to them so much. Because, like so many, I would say, runners and maybe females and so many people around the world, I fell into a very severe eating disorder for 8 years of my life. I didn't go to counseling or therapy to try to pull myself out of this. I just learned how to have a healthy relationship with food by trusting it, by learning about it, by studying it, by, basically using myself as a guinea pig. And it was the most terrifying thing ever. But this has been such a passion of mine. And I didn't ever think that I would get into nutrition coaching as a career because I am a Spanish major, believe it or not. But it's crazy how God works when you're supposed to reach so many people. This is my why. Like, this is how I'm supposed to reach so many people because there's so many people that struggle with that mindset and with just like having a healthy relationship with food from 10 years old to 80 years old. And we don't deserve that. So HSN has just been like an amazing avenue. That is exactly what my old unhealthy mind would be at peace with now. So that's my why. And everybody, I tell all my clients because I just feel like every client I work with, there's a specific reason why they're in that chair in front of me, and we will find it somewhere in our journey.
I love that. I think you being able to talk from experience and you being an open book of, hey, I've been where you are. I've struggled with nutrition. I've gone through my own ups and downs, but now I have the tools and resources to be able to help you overcome where I've struggled in the past. And,
Yeah.
one of the things that sets you apart from a lot of the other nutrition coaches out there is you truly do have such a passion for helping people, but you're vocal about it. It's not like you don't open a nutrition practice, you don't start nutrition coaching and then not say anything. Like, you have to put yourself out there, and you do such a good job through your personal page, through your business page, saying like, hey, here's a little tip. Here's something that I've struggled with in the past. Here's something that really helps me, and it helps you relate to people because people relate to people.
Yes, yeah, and we want to see what other people are doing and see their results first before we try them. So, yeah, having that relatable story and seeing it be a success definitely helps people trust you, and that's a huge thing. That's a huge thing.
Absolutely. I mean, it started with your success story, but then you actually started your own nutrition coaching company in the middle of a pandemic. The most ideal time, I guess, because people are stuck at home. I don't know. You can look at it from all different angles, but you turned an obstacle into an opportunity to say like, hey, I want to help you. And let's just kind of go through. I mean, now you have a thriving nutrition program. You're adding another coach. You're on a wait list for your nutrition coaching program. Let's take a few steps back and talk about, the start of Sparks Transform Nutrition and how you've been able to get to a point where now you're on a wait list.
Yeah. And do you know what's so crazy, Nicole, is this whole growth spurt has happened so quickly. Like COVID, it was an extremely long year, but it was not that long ago. Like, we're still in this season. So starting this in July last year, just because so many people were coming to me for, hey, I have to get healthy, or I'm scared of getting sick and not being healthy, or I know now at the time that I need to lose weight, whatever it may be, it was crazy how it started with 12 clients. And I met them at this supplement store here in town, Complete Health. The owner, Randy, he absolutely just took me in and let me use his InBody scan, was like, use this for your clients. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, it's just lining up. So then I started building my clientele, 16, 20, 22. And I had to be like, hey, I've got to like either start to learn how to manage clients or maybe take on a wait list. But I'm a redhead, and so I just kept taking on clients and built it up to where I got to like 30 plus clients at a time. And I was like, okay, quality over quantity here. I want to coach. And that was literally brought up from Kayla, my mentor here. And I never even considered that being a thing, like never. I just always considered, myself doing exactly what this is. But I know I love doing this, and everybody needs to hear about healthy eating. So I was like, how can I reach everybody? So I started talking to schools And I started talking to their athletic directors, like just a couple local here in town, and was like, hey, what would it look like for your athletes if they just paid attention to what they were eating over the summer? And they basically talked it into themselves of like, hey, we need this to happen. So that's a whole set of people that need to know about nutrition. And then with the coach, that's a whole set of clientele that we're reaching one on one. So I'm just constantly in a growth mindset of how can I reach the people that need this most and then finding it.
I mean, that's exactly what we have to do when we're entrepreneurs and we're looking to grow our businesses and help more people. Everyone needs help with nutrition. Like people
Yes.
don't realize it, but everyone needs help with nutrition. And as an independent nutrition coach, as a gym owner running a business where you're looking to help people get healthy, if you're not talking about nutrition, you're missing the boat here. But man, you're doing such an amazing job. And I think you brought up a really cool point is it doesn't necessarily just have to be people that come to you. Like you're seeking out partnerships, which is something that we talk a lot about at Healthy Steps Nutrition and HSN Mentoring.
Yep.
Like, let's go out into our community. Let's reach people beyond just the walls of our gym or the walls of our business. Like there are so many people that could benefit from understanding the foundations of nutrition.
Yes, exactly. And like I mentioned earlier, like y'all give so many cool resources and tools to use. And that's honestly how I've kept my fire and growth in this thing is like, there's always something more I could be doing. And like the whole adding a coach thing, never even thought that was going to be a thing. And now I'm considering there's a couple people that I have and some gym owners that I'm looking to partner with. And it's just, if the sky's the limit. The sky is truly the limit if you just don't lose your passion and fire and that like hunger to grow.
Absolutely. I want to talk about a couple of things that you do really, really well with showing people, hey, I can help you. I've helped all these people. And you clearly have a huge passion for nutrition and helping people. So one of the things that you do, and we were actually talking about it on a mentor call recently, is you do welcome posts for a lot of your clients as they get onboarded for your nutrition program. Talk to me about that.
Yes, I get so excited for them and their journey. And I think when they see themselves on that page the next day, that's like, hey, welcome. This is legit. Like we have goals. I haven't talked to anybody about my goals before, but here they are posted for everyone to see. It's exciting for me. It's exciting for them. So I've made it a priority to do that every Tuesday, Thursday. I do that twice a week. And I just know that, it just the support that you get just from I've had clients that just made friends within that circle just from seeing each other on social media. So the impact is a lot bigger than what you think from just seeing yourself on a page. But I think that big initial and welcome note is huge.
I love it. And then the cool thing is a lot of them are sharing it. So now a lot of their following who's not necessarily following you is seeing it, which is really cool.
Yes. Yeah, that's where literally I would say 90% of my clientele is referrals. So it's literally just people telling other people about their success, whether that be through energy, that strength, whatever it may be.
Body composition, but then also those non-scale victories too. I mean, there's so much that goes into, being successful as a nutrition client and that nutrition coach relationship that you have with those clients, but you're also posting success stories regularly too. So, it's a combination of, hey, I've got this welcome, I've got this program that's catching fire and other people are joining it. You should join our tribe too. And then let me show you the success of all these other people that have done really amazing with the program, which is awesome.
Yes. And I even love posting about like the valleys in the journey because there are so many people that have stuck with me through those valleys. And I tell them that all the time. I was like, in order to make this a lifestyle, you've got to have those lifestyle emotions. You're not going to be on a high. I feel like I'm on a high all the time. You're not going to be on a high all the time. So let's learn how to get through it with nutrition. So I agree. Yeah, it's amazing to see your testimony and see it succeed and it just be so relatable to just real people.
I love it. Talk to me about some of the things that you didn't necessarily think about when wanting to go on your own as an independent coach. Like what were some of the surprises that you encountered as an independent nutrition coach?
That's a really good question because there's so many. There's so many. And that's a lot of it is stemming from, Kayla, my mentor. She just kept bringing up, I just kept asking, like, okay, what next? Or I'd have crazy ideas and I'd send over an idea and she'd help me branch off of it. So I never thought that I would have coaches in my life. I never thought that I would be partnered with people in the community as like a relationship type thing, to where they would be sending me their clients and I have a referral for them if they ever needed me. So just being as like almost a public figure in the Amarillo area now for nutrition, and just having a good relationship with nutrition is that I never thought that would happen. Like I thought it would be because I'm an athlete in the area, not because of nutrition, which is like a dream. Um, Getting into schools, that was just something that I've written down on paper before, and it's happening. Yeah, I there's just the sky's the limit with this, and so everything's new.
The growth trajectory is amazing when you really start leveraging the tools and resources you have available to you, and it gives you the confidence to say, hey, I can go into this situation and help these people. I can go into this situation. I can partner with you and help your clients here. And when you go in with, hey, I know that there's so much value in the service that I'm providing, and here's how I can help, you're going to relate to people and they're going to understand, but you have to be confident with it. And you are so confident that you can help people because you've done it and it's working.
Yes, exactly. And I do tell people that I'm like, I'm confident in this, so just trust me. And trust is just a big building block. You got that, and then it's hard to fail from there if you got their trust.
Absolutely. Because, you mentioned something a little bit earlier, the valleys and, the ups and downs that happen. Like progress is not a straight line. And, you as a nutrition coach being able to support your clients during those tough times is only going to help build that relationship and make it stronger.
I love it. Yes.
Would you say, I mean, you mentioned HSN mentoring and how the resources have helped you, but what specifically do you find the most value with HSN mentoring on your journey as an independent coach to get up and running and support you as you grow your nutrition program?
Having very specific action steps. I love that they're very specific to like where I'm at right now. So that gives me a plan and then the accountability to get it done before our next call. So it just sets realistic goals for me. It keeps me thinking, and trying to grow and research and things like that. I really truly believe that those calls are what you make them out of. That could be just like accountability, cool, what are you going to do with it? Or you could use it as a motivation, revamp, and let's see other areas we can grow. So you can act as hard as you want to on them. And I think that that is super, super beneficial if you actually act on them.
Absolutely. The mentoring calls are so valuable. As coaches, your role is to provide accountability and support, and the mentors are there to do the same thing in the relationship that you have to grow your program. So I love that you said, the mentor calls, because the mentors are so excited to talk to you guys. Like they're pumped to help you. Like they're so invested in your success because they know your passion. They know that your message has to get out, and they just want to help you be able to reach more people and grow as big as you want. Which, for you, the sky's the limit. You're adding another coach right now. And, partnerships are such an amazing opportunity to expand your reach. As a nutrition coach, what are some of the biggest bright spots that you've had since opening up your own practice? Like, what are some of the most awesome things that have happened?
So I'd say three. Let's limit down to three. So some amazing things are I was used to work with another job as well, and I've been able to go completely independent on this and know that my income is literally as much as I want it to be. So as somebody that I mean, everybody cares about their financial state. This has been something that has been a huge bright spot for me because I am no longer stressed. I am not like there is so much freedom that this has brought to me other than just living and doing what I love. Like this has brought so much freedom financially for me, and that has caused me to be so much less stressed. So that's a huge bright spot. Another bright spot is just the different avenues that I've been able to find. Not necessarily just like me seeking them out, but like referrals and things has been really, really encouraging. It's been I look back on myself in college, and I couldn't even be around food without being triggered. And the fact that I get to talk about it right now and it be impactful for people, that's continuously something that I wake up every day and it's mind blowing to me. So that's a huge bright spot for me. And three is just I am generally super, super thankful for the kind of clients that I have. Everybody that comes through the door, I have had an extraordinary relationship with, and I grow so much as a coach. I can look back and write a book on how much I've grown as a coach just from the different kind of clients that I've walked through my door. So every relationship that I've built through my What's to Nutrition coaching calls, through the in-body test that I'm doing, through events that I'm just going to and just being a face at, the relationships that I build here is something that I will be mind blown about as well, like every day. Like it's amazing.
I love that. I think I want to go back to the first thing you said, because this is such a stumbling block for so many people. Like, I need the financial freedom of, I can't quit my job, but I really want to do this. I'm super passionate about it. And I feel like you're giving hope to these people. If you have the systems in place, if you have the structure, if you have the confidence, you can definitely make a significant living on nutrition coaching, not over billing people or anything like that, but really providing individual coaching and really helping people. And, when I talk to some nutrition coaches before working with HSN, they feel overwhelmed with just a few clients, but you have mid 30 clients, you've got a wait list, you're still growing your individual coaching business. And the impact is endless, and you've been able to leave a position and replace your income, which is absolutely amazing.
It is. And, growing up, money was something that was hard for us. So the fact that this is something that's in my family, I get to break that chain and get to do things with my money like charity and scholarships and things like that. That I would say that's another huge bright spot, because that's a love language of mine, is to be able to give. And this career has not only done that for me, but it's shown me that I can literally make as much as I want to. And individual coaches need to know that they can do that too, for real.
I love that. The last thing you mentioned was something that I think is so important for all of us to have. And essentially, you're talking about a growth mindset. Like you said, I've learned something from every single person who's walked through my doors. And we know, as a nutrition coach, no client is going to be the same. No situation is ever going to be the same. You have to be flexible with your approach. But it starts with the foundation of having that relationship. And when you build a solid relationship, when your clients trust you, then you are going to be able to help them, not just for 1 month, but for many months, and really on their journey. What's a tip for people listening? Like, how have you been able to build those relationships with your clients?
Yes. Man, be invested at that get go. Like in the consultation, really get to their why and their goals and why they're doing this, and then make it personal for them. So, I've had clients that come in and maybe they don't have a scan that looks the best. And I told them, I was like, what could you have done better for you this week? Because then it's like, okay, this is my goal, my actions, things like that. And they grow through it as well. But establishing a relationship with them at the very get go, to know that you are invested in their goals just as much as they are, I think that builds a huge trust and momentum going forward, that, hey, she doesn't want to see me fail, so I can't fail. And then it turns tables, like, I don't want to see me fail, so I can't fail. So just generally caring and checking up on them often, getting into the system, because this is a lifestyle change. And so they need us to be that person.
Absolutely. I think, so many people think nutrition coaching is, okay, I'm going to give you a diet plan. I'm going to give you this thing, and then you're going to go on your own. And you and I both know that's the exact opposite of what people need. They need support. They need accountability. They need to know that someone's there cheering them on in their corner, that's there to guide them and pick them up when they fall down, and be there to encourage them. And you've done such a great job doing that. Haley, any final thoughts as we kind of wrap up this podcast episode? Any final thoughts that you want to talk about before we wrap up?
I'll just leave a word of encouragement for anybody that listens to this, or anybody listening now, that you should love what you do, because you can make a living out of what you love. And so you don't need to settle with doing a mediocre thing because I never thought this would be a dream come true, and it is, and I'm living it. And so wherever you're at, just be happy with what you love and be genuine about it. So I just want to thank HSN and Nicole and just my mentors and all of this that have just helped make this thing possible for me.
Well, we're so excited to help you. You know, you have such a growth mindset. You're eager to learn. You take action, and that honestly it sets you up for success when running the program, because we have all the tools, but you have to use them to grow your program, and you do such an amazing job leveraging so that you can focus on growing your business and not creating all of this stuff from scratch.
Right.
I love it. Haley, thank you for coming on. Thank you for leaving people with words of encouragement. I couldn't agree more. You have to love what you do. We only get to live once. So, you know, you have to be passionate. And when you are passionate, when you have that why behind what you do every day, it makes life so much more fun and so much easier to help people. So thank you for all that you do. And thanks for coming on the podcast.
Thank you so much.
You can just tell how passionate Hallie is about nutrition and helping people in this episode. She's practically jumping through the computer because she's just so excited about it. The truth is, she puts herself out there as a guide to help people on their journey. She's so active on social media, posting videos and tips daily, sharing her clients' stories. She has people reaching out to her through social media because she has established herself as the guide. Many of her clients have come from the following that she has built. You never know when something you say or a story you share will hit home with someone. One thing for sure is that Hallie is so passionate about nutrition, and her mission for helping people is just obvious. She truly connects with her clients to help them on their journey. And I have no doubt that she's going to continue to build a thriving nutrition program with the help of Healthy Steps Nutrition because she is so passionate about helping people. One thing I personally love about Hallie, and one of the things that we see with our successful gym owners and independent coaches that run our program, is that they all take action. You know, if you want to build a successful business, if you want to impact a large number of people, you have to put one foot in front of the other and take action. If you just think about things, or you are constantly thinking you maybe will open a business or maybe will help people, but you never take action, it's never going to grow. Hallie is super active in our group and in mentoring calls, and she really does put one foot in front of the other and take action. And she said it in this episode, the possibilities are endless to what she plans on doing with this nutrition coaching business. Thanks for joining us with this episode with our independent nutrition coach, Hallie from Sparks Transform Nutrition. You can click the link in the show notes to follow her on social media and see some of the things that she actually puts out. I want to give you one more tip. If you are looking for some simple tips, some actionable tips, did you know that we have another podcast called Nutrition Made Simple? This is a client-facing podcast where we interview clients who've had amazing transformations themselves. Ashley, our director of nutrition education, and I go through simple tips every other week. So if you haven't subscribed to that podcast yet, please go ahead and do it. If you enjoyed this episode, if you're enjoying this podcast, please leave us a review, and we will see you back here soon next week.